use this as an opportunity to accumulate. Hey guys, welcome back to CLOCKWISE Crypto. Hope you guys are moving forward in everything that you do. Diving right into a market update here, taking a look at this article here. Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan, still thinking the US is going into a recession, but does anyone even care? Let's take a look here. Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan predicts the US interest rates could soar to 8%, risking economic stability. Dimon warns that the possible stagflation with high inflation and economic stagnation simultaneously. Despite Dimon's dire predictions, Roger Altman sees U.S. economic resilience with strong GDP growth and low unemployment. So definitely an interesting article here. We've been talking about, they've been talking about economic collapse here for years now, right? There's going to be a crash. There's going to be a crash. There's going to be a crash. And we have not seen it yet, but we see here one of the highlight points is that a shifting economic sands, contrasting views on the horizon is really what we're seeing here when it comes to the future of the U.S. economy. Like what's going to happen, right? Everyone's saying there's going to be a collapse. There's going to be a collapse. So we haven't seen it yet, but for a lot of people, the writing's on the wall. They're referring to what happened in 2008. So what here the contrasting views on horizons in this article that was written by Jay Hamid is saying that the question is who's got the right end of the economic telescope. On one side, you've got Dimon looking through the lens of potential big bang and economic downturns. On the other end, there's Altman and his crew who might as well be picnicking in the economic sunshine, right? So, they're talking about unemployment rates dip to a stunning 3.8, which, really is a positive for the economy. But Jamie Dimon isn't just whistling Dixie about the potential economic upheavals. He's laid out a scenario where the U.S. could face what is called stagflation, where that there's an unwelcome diva where stagnation and inflation crash the party together, rushing to leave. So that is definitely two outlooks, and it's really who is right, who is going to, be a part of history when it comes to predicting what is going to come. I do understand the notion of, but does anyone even care, right? That is something that, people, millennials, Gen Zs, and younger, do they really care? That's a question, right? Because people are still spending. You see, Tesla trucks selling out, the point that they have a wait list. Like people are still spending money, right? People are still getting the newest iPhones. Like the spending is still happening. People are still buying cars, despite inflation at this point. So, including houses, people are still buying homes as well. So Robert Kiyosaki in this article reacts to $200 Bitcoin crash prediction. Miners offload Bitcoin ahead of halving and more. Week in review. So Robert Kiyosaki expressed his stance on potentially investing more into Bitcoin if its price plummets to $200, as economist Harry Dent has forecasted. A crypto quant data reveals that Bitcoin miners are selling off their holdings in anticipation of the network's upcoming halving event, which is expected to impact the rewards. JP Morgan speculated that the SEC may approve a spot Ethereum ETFs, although it foresees possible legal challenges if the applications are denied. Solana network experienced significant congestion, leading to 70% transaction failure rate, which is crazy, like crazy. And that's kind of why, we talked about Solana a little bit. I do think that you have big companies that are paying attention to halts and failures in the usage of these networks. So Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki shared that he'd be willing to continue to buy more if Bitcoin crashes to $200, as predicted by Harry Dent. Harry Dent predicting that the biggest everything crash is coming. So he thinks that everything is going to just crash to $200. That's a lot. That is a lot. Do I think that will happen? No. Do I think Bitcoin will pull back? Yes. It is pulling back at this time. We'll take a look at the charts. But let's take a look at the charts here and see what's going on. So we see these two levels. These are critical levels right here, and I want to see a break below here. So I'm even willing to pull this down to here, these wicks, which will put us at about 60,000. I want to see a break psychologically below 60,000. Like psychologically, I think that's when people are really gonna panic and lose their stuff, right? We've seen the divergence, but that divergence did not play out until now. We finally broke below the 50. I think psychologically, I need to see a break below this level for me to really gauge and understand what price is telling us. At this point, we could be in range. We did have a lot of buying from an institutional standpoint to get us up to this level. So now we'll see, what do we do at this level psychologically? Because if we do pull back, the next step is 52, like I said in the previous video. So we'll see how that plays out from Bitcoin. And with Ethereum's lining up to head towards our major trend line, which has been here for for a while now, for well over 6 months, pulling back to this level. I know you guys thought we were crazy when we had this up here, but you know, we do see it playing out at this point for a significant pullback, which is okay, which is healthy. So I do think that 2000 would be the next stop. First, it would be about 28 if we still continue back on this counter trend line that we have in blue. So that's our Ethereum play. So taking a look here at CoinMarketCap, we do see that fear greed is at 60, Bitcoin is at 62,000, and a lot of red. If we look at the 7-day percentages, a ton of red. We even have Cardano dropping to number 10 on CoinMarketCap that we talked about previously, and just a ton of red. And I think this is opportunity. A lot of people are like, shoot, you know, I was buying the dip before and now I'm tapped out. You know, this is still opportunity at its finest to continue to accumulate and continue to see crypto long term as an investment, you know, as a long term hold. Like everything we talk about, even if we talk about some meme coins, we talk about altcoins, like we're holding for at least a year. That's our stance, and that's what we've been you know, tried and true by. Not only from a tax standpoint, but really just a long-term investment play. It's a lot easier. Like, you know, for us, we've traded, right? We've been in and out, traded Forex, traded commodities, and traded a little bit with crypto, but crypto is just so volatile that yes, we can pull the trigger and take a short, take a buy. But with that being said, I think for us, we've had a lot more success with lower risk buying and holding the asset long term. So definitely excited to see what happens. Fear greed is at 60. I do expect this to pull back even further, especially if price continues to drop with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks this level, I do expect crypto, the fear greed index, to pull back, and there'll be a ton of uncertainty again in the markets, guys. So definitely wanted to highlight that. And you know, the same thing goes for Cardano, and everything's relying on Bitcoin. Everything is relying on Bitcoin, which this is a huge opportunity for those that have been on the fence. We see the divergence play here as well, which is lining up to show us that at least on the weekly time frame on Cardano, that the drop was coming. Okay, as soon as we broke that 50 level on the stochastic here, that was confirmation that we probably are going to be making another drop, which is okay, which is time to accumulate, guys. So very excited to see how this plays out, and definitely wanted to remind everyone, use this as an opportunity to accumulate. This isn't the time to be second guessing if crypto is the right investment tool for you. This is the time when millions are made. Okay, not in the hype, not when everything's green. Okay, the time is made, and the money is made, I should say, when things are in the red to hold for the long term, guys. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.